Last night I asked me questions in an Arsenal Q&A video, which is this in this post. Feel free to ask them like game related. I'll try and get devs to respond to it. But most of the devs, I'm like, I feel like they already responded to us, so I'm just gonna repeat what they said and put it in this video. So I couldn't get to all the questions because YouTube actually broke down on me. That's really stupid. Like, I click load more comments and it just froze. Oh man, but great. I can't read the other. Okay, so the first question I got was, why are half the guns in Arsenal absolute garbage? There are two reasons to that. One is because it's to promote a challenge in a player, and the second one, I guess, is going to be so the crappier players have a chance to surprise the tryhards. Because if a tryhard is stuck on a crappy weapon, that's going to give a lot of chances for the noobs to go in and beat him down or rank up a lot in that time frame that he is just wasting on it. And I'm like, if like, let's say like every single weapon was the best, I feel like tryhards like me would win games within like minutes, within like minute and 30 seconds or something like that, because every single weapon is good, it has zero spread, it just requires aim, there's no magic to it, and that would make games last a lot less longer and probably make the game feel a lot more bland. I feel like yeah, 0-2 voice pack win. I don't think that's gonna be a thing, but thing is that there hasn't been a new voice pack in like months on Arsenal, which is a bit concerning because I'm like, where are the voice packs, bro? I feel like if there is gonna be a new voice pack for like any sort of anime related thing, it would be a Japanese voice pack is what I feel like. But I feel like there should be a new voice pack sometime soon. Devs add anti-hacker system. I'm tired of hackers. So this question I don't like because people attack the devs for not patching the hackers or something like that. Like me personally, I never attack the devs or any sort of dev really about the hackers, because I know that it's not really their fault and they can't really counter it too much. That's more Roblox's fault. That's not really the devs' fault. You can't put the blame on them because, okay, let's say they do fix it, they do patch it, which they can for sure. They invested so much time into that these dudes are just gonna reroute it, patch it again, and then avoid their fix and then just do it again. And then they keep, and then the devs gotta go back to it and then patch it again, and then it's gonna keep cycling of where they unpatch and then they go ahead and loop around it, and then the devs patch again, and then it comes to the point where it's not worth your time doing it, and it's just better off hiring more mods or some crap like that. But yeah, just chill on that. Like, devs don't deserve to hate for like the hacker stuff. I'm like, the only thing I whine about is like how you spawn 20 studs in the air and then die on Dizzy. That's like the only time I complain at the devs, because I'm pretty sure that's their fault. What skin do you hate? I don't hate any skins. I don't even like, you know, just like skins. I don't care. I'm not like super immature where I see like because I'm like, there's people out there that hate me because I promote 0-2 or some crap, and it's like, dude, it's a skin. You might want to calm down there a bit, buddy. You're like 16 years old, buddy, and it's really dumb. But I personally don't hate skins. I don't really care. I'm like, the only skins I roll with is my skin, Paintballer, and 0-2, and I'm like, I roll with the default one as well, but that's only because I didn't care. I just really wanted a paintball skin. Are they ever going to buff the dang musket? No. I'm like, to be honest, I think it's just rather your aim, because about 90% of the time when I get the musket, I get the first shot correctly. Half the times I do miss is when the target dies, because that does occur a lot. And then the other half is like when I have garbage aim. You know, that was completely my bad. I had poop aim. I don't feel like it deserves a nerf or a buff. I'm like, I think it's fine. I think it's more on you, because I'm like, I do fine with it all the time. When did you start Arsenal? I think it's like back in March and May when I my first video on Arsenal was Arsenal Gold compilation. This is what got me known into the community. That's what popped off. I remember like the first week it had like 20,000 views. I was like, oh, people actually care about that crap. I guess I'm gonna go into Arsenal, because I didn't expect to be big on this game at all whatsoever. I just like made a video. You know, I thought getting gold kills were cool, so I made a montage out of that. And I guess a lot of people wanted to watch it, and I made a second one, and now I got a lot of views really fast, and then I started to become more known, and yeah, here we are today. Why and how did you start the 0-2 meme? So there's a video called Yay That MP4. I liked that video a lot, and it looked pretty cool, and I was like, you know what? There's a there's an anime character in Arsenal 2. What if I made a meme like that? And that meme inspired me to make 02 but in Roblox, and then the part 2 of that with just the panda thing. So yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. Question for John: will you make the 02 panda a song ID? ID is in the pinned comment or flash on the screen. I would rather just go to the pinned comment and copy paste it from there. But yes, it is. Here you go. Okay. How do you take care of your dog? I feed it and I play with it. Yeah. Okay. Why don't devs make the N41 have a better spread like the AK? The AKs have a better spread. Yeah, that's kind of dumb that the AKs have like a more controllable spread than the M41, because logically the M41 should produce less spread because it has a smaller caliber versus the AK has a bigger caliber, which means to more recoil, and somehow it has less spread. That makes no sense. I think that the M4A1 should receive a buff with the spread not being so trash. Can you add a ranking system? What I think he means by this is like making it so Arsenal is like competitive, I guess. Like server is only locked to level 100s and above, and I think that should be a thing. Because to be honest, I have friends and I have seen people like just complain about the game being boring, because I'm like, I find it boring too sometimes, because when I join servers and it's just a bunch of noobs, like, it's not really fun to squish the entire server. There's not really a challenge in that. It's just more of like just squishing the entire server. You already know how it is. It's not really fun. It's not that much of a challenge. I really hope they do consider it, but some of the devs don't like that, but I personally think it's a great idea. Why are developers trash at Arsenal? Shouldn't they be good? I'm like, to be honest, guys, just because you're a dev / the owner of a game doesn't necessarily mean you're the god of it. I'm like, we all got pros and cons, like, or strengths and weaknesses, rather. Like, I can't script, but I play really good and I commentate really good. These devs, they probably don't play so good and maybe not commentate so good, but they have amazing powers at scripting. So I'm like, there's that, you know, it's just strengths and weaknesses. There's nothing about it, there's nothing to be ashamed about that, right? Nothing to be ashamed of that, okay? Is Allie your girlfriend? No. And the reason why I included this is because I feel like a lot of people think that Allie's my girlfriend, or I want to date her. I have no intentions whatsoever to date her. I don't online date. And I'm like, she is 20 and I'm like 19, I think. I'm like, sure, we're the same age and stuff. We have the same hobbies, I guess. We do talk every day, but I have no interest whatsoever in dating guys with Allie. Please stop joking about that. It's not funny. It's weird at this point. It's weird. Okay, cool. What do we want YouTubers? So I get this comment a lot, or rather question asked when I live stream, or just into my comments when I read them. I will not be 1v1 other YouTubers. I just only do it with personal friends or the devs of the game, and that's just how I like to keep it. Don't really like collabing with other YouTubers, because I want the friendship to spawn naturally in. I don't want to like be forced in, like, hey, we're YouTubers, want to collab. Like, that's not really something I dig with, because that's just something I'm not comfortable with doing. I only do it with like friends that I know, or just devs, because, you know, devs are pretty much in the game, and, you know, that's like a natural relationship there. You know, YouTuber and dev sounds great. YouTuber and YouTuber, not really so natural to me. What are your PC specs? He said you, but I'll just say your. GTX 1080 Ti and 16 gigs of RAM, i7 processor, bullcrap, and some hard drive that you probably don't care about. Yeah, those are my specs. GTX 1080 Ti is not designed for Roblox. It's designed for games like Battlefield or some crap like that. So yeah, I mostly played Roblox, but I do occasionally play like the more higher end games where they require a powerful PC. And I also render a lot, so this is very helpful in that too. How long did it take to get where you are now? So I assume he means my levels, but he could be meaning my channels. So I'm just gonna be doing the same. I mean, the two of those things. So for the game to get to level 186, I believe it took around like 6 months. I just started playing like around 8 or 9 months ago, but the thing is that I didn't really start grinding the hell out of this game until like 6 months ago. And like, to be honest, I do take breaks, like weeks off and then weeks in, where I just grind like 8 hours per day or 6 or some crap like that. To be honest, I haven't grinded recently. I've been taking a break. I just kind of got bored again, because again, there's no challenge and the unlocker is starting to lag a lot. As for my channel, I'm like, I started back in March and now it's November. It's pretty much going to be around the end of the year, and I literally grew from 50,000 subscribers to 177,000 subscribers. That is a lot. Like, that is a huge growth from just one game, because I'm really I'm like, my channel revolves around Arsenal right now, and like that's just weird, because I'm like, I didn't expect to get this much growth when I first started. I didn't expect big numbers, and when I first played the game, it only had like 3,000 players. It didn't even have that much players, but then when the game took off, I guess I took off with it as well, and like, here we are today. So yeah, that's pretty cool. 02 meme lives on, because I'm like, that has 32,000 takes and is on the front page of the audio sound page. I'm like, that is amazing. I didn't expect this much support from my fans to be like that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. What do you think about Rove community? For the most part, it's pretty cool. I'm like, of course, there's always gonna be toxic players, but some are just worse than others, I guess. Like, Arsenal itself, I'm like, the devs and staff team, they're all pretty chill. I'm like, there's a couple of weirdos in the staff team that are like super butthurt against me, that have like a weird bias towards me, but that's fine. I don't really care about that too much. Just an easy block. But as for the devs, most of them are pretty cool. They're not really too weird or something like that. They know what they're doing. They're all adults as well. So I'm like, that's that. And as like the player base for itself, I'm like, people hate me because I like advertise, I guess, the 02 song. Just because I make a video on skin, they get really mad at me, because I'm like, I guess they hate the skin just because it's like, oh, anime, weeb, ew, and it's like, cool, I don't really care. I guess you're just mad because we are enjoying things that you're not. I'm like, cool, man, cool. But yeah, overall, pretty good. Definitely better than the communities I have been in. Are you going to be mod in Arsenal? So I get this comment asked a lot, or just rather stated as a joke or something like that, when I make, like, you know, videos of me being now hackers and stuff like that. To be honest, I don't think I will be a moderator. Just because I'm a YouTuber does not mean that I get free mod roles. That's not really how it works. If you're not entitled as a YouTuber to certain things just because of your role, unless the game so allows it. Like Big Paintball, I just recently became a partner for that because, well, I'm a YouTuber. That's understandable. Things like admin and mods and much more bigger scale games that are not really a joke, that's really more of a different topic. I don't really like to ask for mod just because I'm a YouTuber. That's kind of like being a jerk. That's kind of like being ego, I guess. So overall, I really doubt it, because the Karen Head mod doesn't really like me too much because of the way I act, which I guess is fine because I kind of act toxic, I guess. But I don't really mind. It's okay, I guess. But yeah, that's all the questions I have. Hope you enjoy my garbage. Thank you for support. And by the way, this wasn't asked, but I do plan to make a end of year recap thing where I basically showcase all the moments, all the cool moments I had in Arsenal and all my top performing videos and stuff like that, and just basically look back at where I was, because I'm like, I was supposed to quit YouTube back in August and go to college, but my YouTube channel started to take off a lot, and like the cash I was making from it was massive. And I mean, like, thanks to that, I'm like, the growth overall, I could financially support myself well, and I could stay at home and do a lot around the house, especially for my grandparents. They're pretty old and they need the help. But I'm like, thanks to this job, I'm like, so much things have been done that I didn't think were going to be possible 1 year ago. I'm like, I thought my channel would die a year ago, but I mean, a year from now. I'm sorry, but I meant like back in August and 26. So in 2018, I thought my channel would die in this August of 2019, but it didn't. It grew a lot, and like, that's just so weird. But yeah, I plan to say this sort of topic for the end of the year thing. I just want to let you guys know that I do plan for a sort of video like that. Okay, cool. Hope you enjoy my garbage.